Welcome back to Lariat TV News. One of the biggest homecoming traditions started last night, and we bring you a behind the scenes. I'm Jacob Stowers.
And I'm Irma Peña. First, we're taking you down memory lane with floats throughout the years.
The homecoming parade is a beloved Baylor tradition that brings current and past Bears back together. However, the parade doesn't give credit to the work put in. LTVN's Marissa Muniz gives us a behind the scenes look at the hours and long-lasting memories float brings.
Float chairs Chase Knorr and Davidson Lunn. The past few months have been filled with late nights and countless hours building their homecoming float. They've put in
around 300 hours or so. That's planning, that's being out there.
And that time commitment has not changed from what alumni can say.
I spent I think 50 hours a week at float site working on the float or at Home Depot.
The parade dates back to 1909 and floats have come a long way since then, with advancements like
moving parts, extra things that are added that are not just float paper covered chicken wire.
Standing at the end of the parade route, it's easy to see the finished product. But after talking with current and past float chairs, I've realized there's a lot more time and creativity that go into these floats.
I mean, you don't get to see these people build it. I mean, these are college students whipping out 20-foot tall structures and building it in their spare time after coming back from financial accounting.
Aside from long hours, float brings organizations across campus closer.
I think what's special to us is being out there just with our chapter. That's our time to really grow close, and we're doing it just 115 to 120 guys that we've got.
For Lariat TV News, I'm Marissa Muniz.
Students are lighting up the stage during homecoming weekend, bringing music and dance to one of Baylor's biggest homecoming celebrations. Savannah Ford takes us inside the show.
Waco Hall comes alive as the top all-university sing acts hit the stage for Pigskin Review. This annual homecoming event turns the stage into full productions with choreography, costumes, and student-built sets. Weeks of preparation come together in every lift, line, and song.
It's super exciting. I think it's so sweet to feed off of the energy of our members and how excited they are to perform in front of the girls that just graduated and performed for Sing this past spring and their families who are getting to come see it again, but also for people that have never seen Pigskin or Sing before. I think it's such an honor that we get to just perform for them and have so much fun in the process, but overall we're super, super excited.
For Greek life organizations, the show is more than just performing. It's about the connections built and the teamwork created along the way.
So I got initiated last fall, and Pigskin was easily the closest our chapter felt that entire year. I think those especially those 2 weeks right before showtime, the chapter just feels super close together. Everyone's competing with everyone else and other organizations to win, and I think that was, it was special last year for sure.
From returning seniors to first-time performers, Pigskin is about celebrating tradition and the memories that come with it.
Well, yeah, we know a lot of the seniors from last year are coming to see it, and we don't really get anxious about it. I think we're more excited to see them and show them all the work that we've been putting in for the last few weeks or so.
Opening night Thursday kicks off homecoming weekend, highlighting Baylor traditions and bringing students, alumni, and the community together. For Lariat TV News, I'm Savannah Ford.
The Waco Convention Center turned into a jungle this past weekend for a cause that's close to many hearts. The Humane Society of Central Texas hosted its third annual Halloween Bash, raising funds to support local pets and the families who care for them. The Humane Society of Central Texas has shifted from a kennel-based rescue to a foster home model, giving animals loving temporary families before finding their forever homes. Proceeds from the event support veterinary care, spay and neuter services, and a community pet food pantry. Past programs have helped hundreds of pets enter foster care, assisted with adoptions, and prevented animals from entering shelters.
So those types of donation funds help us say yes to more and more cases where folks truly don't know where to turn and just need a little bit of extra support to seeing their pet healthy, or an unwanted homeless pet, helping see them into the next steps into their forever home.
Homecoming festivities kicked off Wednesday night with the annual dinner with the Livingstones. LTVN's Jacob Stowers talked to a few seniors about their journey here at Baylor.
Every fall during homecoming, President Livingstone hosts Dinner with the Livingstones, an event where local food truck vendors supply students with a free meal and dessert in front of the Albrighton House. Dinner with the Living Stones attracts all corners of the Baylor community, from freshmen to seniors. This event has become a staple in many people's homecoming plans.
Honestly, I think my favorite one definitely has to be Dinner with the Living Stones. I like the fact that it's like free food and it's time for everyone to like just come out and things like that. So that's really fun all the time.
Every year, alumni flock back to campus to engage in the festivities and the Baylor community. Some current students are already planning on how they can re-engage.
I definitely am going to come back because I think it's really fun, and homecoming is just like a time for the Baylor family to be together, and so I definitely will be coming back next year because I really love it here.
By the time senior year comes around, most students have participated in all of the major homecoming festivities, but some go above and beyond.
Yeah, my biggest piece of advice that I would give the freshmen is just go to everything you possibly can. Go to Dinner with the Living Stones, go to the games, stay as long as you can, don't leave at halftime. Go to the parade, try to be in the parade at least one of the 4 years. I think all those things are great things. And there are some super easy organizations that you can join to get into the parade, so it's not too big of a commitment.
Several seniors at the event spoke about embracing all the college has to offer, urging upperclassmen to live their full Baylor experience.
Definitely go to as much as you can because it also like flies by like really quickly. So I would say to go to everything and just like enjoy it with your friends. Or if you don't have friends yet as a freshman, just go, you'll make friends. It's homecoming, everyone's really excited and happy to be here.
There was also an emphasis on how little time students have to appreciate the college experience before it's over. For Lariat TV News, I'm Jacob Stowers. Union Hall, a popular food court in downtown Waco, had its first ever Halloween celebration this week. The celebration ran from 5 to 7 p.m. on Tuesday, and trick-or-treaters got candy from each storefront and had the opportunity to go through a haunted house. The event drew in families and children in full costume for a night of festive fun.
All right, super cool. We had this idea, right? So we don't want to just be a restaurant in a community. We're a community restaurant. And so how can we get the kids to come out? How can we create a fun time? So we decided to do Halloween. And so we put on the event, free candy, live music, a haunted house. So we're super excited for everybody to come and have some fun on us today.
With the Christmas season coming up soon, Deck the Halls filled the Extrago Convention Center with Christmas spirit. LTVN's Tatum Vickers brings you the story.
Christmas is coming early here at the Extrago Convention Center for the annual Deck the Halls fundraising event. This annual holiday tradition, hosted by Junior League of Waco, aims to bring people together to support local causes and share some holiday spirit.
I think it's fun to see everyone come back. People look forward to it every year, and I feel like once people come, they see it decorated, they see the tree, I think it gets them excited, and so it kind of, I don't know, gets you all feel good inside. So.
And I think Waco is like, we love our locals,
yes.
Right?
Every dollar raised goes to programs that help women and kids in Waco with things like education, food access, and family support.
I mean, I just love it because sometimes there's not a lot of things going on, and I just feel like it just brings the community together. And with my stuff, I'm able to see like all the kids love on it. This was my first year at Deck the Halls, so I'm really happy that I was part of it, and I want to thank everyone for the support.
Deck the Halls also provides local shops a chance to connect with the community during the busy holiday season.
I feel like it's so important to do local events like this when you're a local business. It helps, number one, get your name out there, but also you're supporting a good cause. And just reminding people that you're here, because owning a small business is so hard right now. But doing local events like this kind of reminds people that you're here.
As finals approach, Deck the Halls serves as a reminder to pause, connect, and give back. For Lariat TV News, I'm Tatum Vickers.
Next, we feature a haunted library experience.
And a Waco community hosted an eventful trunk or treat. Stay with us.
I'll never get used to this. I'll never get used to this. This is how I wanna live. Forever we'll be singing like, oh, I'll never get used to this. I'll never get used to this. I'll never get used to this. This is how I wanna live. Forever we'll be singing like, oh, I'll never get used to this.
The South Waco Library hosted a literary haunted house that lasted throughout the week. This was their third annual haunted house featuring various books, characters, and authors in a spooky setting. The literary haunted house is intended to get more kids interested in reading, and they have seen a lot of success over the years. Running from Monday to Friday, the haunted house was free to attend and provided information and entertainment for all ages.
Right before Halloween, we highlight, since it's a literary haunted house, we highlight books, and books kind of that are of a spooky nature. And sometimes it's books, sometimes it's writers, sometimes it's folklore or legends or cryptids or things like that.
Halloween fun took over Waco Wednesday night as families gathered at the Doris Miller Community Center for its annual trunk or treat. LTVN's Maren Small has the story.
Families across Waco gathered at the Doris Miller Community Center for a trunk or treat night full of costumes, candy, and creativity.
So all the trunk or treat events, I mean, it's amazing how many people they get to come out and come around and they visit all the booths. And so, you know, it's just always, it's fun to see people from the neighborhood and then people who come to the community, you know, from maybe other parts of the city, and everybody just comes together and has a great time.
Families across Waco gathered at the Doris Miller Community Center for a trunk or treat night full of costumes, candy, and creativity.
The great thing about this is that it's such a safe environment. You know, it's here, everybody's together, there's tons of people around. So I think kids have a chance to kind of, you know, let loose and have fun, you know, without having to worry about maybe being out on the street, watching for cars, all that good stuff.
Over 100 families filled the parking lot for the event. After months of planning and decorating, volunteers said that seeing the smiles on their faces made every hour of preparation worth it. A true reminder of the community that keeps this tradition alive.
My favorite part is just seeing the different people, seeing the different children in their costumes and seeing how excited they are, you know, just to get their candy. It's just seeing their smiles on their face.
The Doris Miller Community Center plans to keep the tradition rolling throughout the years, one sweet memory at a time. For Lariat TV News, I'm Maren Small.
Families in Hewitt gathered for an annual Halloween event. Charlie Cole has the story.
The city of Hewitt hosted their annual Creekside Spooktacular Halloween Bash Wednesday night. In its 10th consecutive year, the free-to-attend event was complete with costume contests, food trucks, and trunk-or-treat, and is designed to bring families together for a fun Halloween celebration.
It's really nice to be able to come out and you're sharing time with everybody in the community, and it's like we all come together at one day and just enjoy, like it's like a big family time. And it's just great to be a part of.
Local businesses set up tables and information booths so they could interact with residents and spread their name out into the neighborhood. However, they were looking for more than just an increase in customers.
We want a strong community. We're not just here just to get your money. We want to have a relationship with our customers is really our goal. And so that's why we're out here with these events, just to kind of get to know our customers a little better.
We want to be known as honest and trustworthy people, and people that you can get to know personally on a day-to-day basis.
The bash was filled with families of all ages, all decked out in their best Halloween costumes. The most creative costumes in different age groups were even awarded prizes. Those in attendance were also able to establish some new familiarity within their community.
It's more name recognition. If you're out here and contributing to the county or the country, you know, the people, then people remember that when it comes time to shopping for a plumber.
And networking with the other people out here that they got businesses too. So.
The event was enjoyed by families and businesses alike and helped set the stage for Halloween weekend. For Lariat TV News, I'm Charlie Cole.
Halloween is here and student groups celebrated the holiday while also tying in their faith. Members of the Episcopal Fellowship carved pumpkins during their weekly meeting before having a community dinner and worship service. The group meets twice a week, and with mainly freshman members, they aim to combine faith with a community where students can relax and step away from the stress of daily life. The fellowship will be offered as a chapel next semester for students who may be interested.
I love doing events like this. It makes it fun just because it's like one of the fun holidays that we get to do together. So we get a bunch of pumpkins and we all get to carve, and like it's just fun to laugh and tell jokes and have like regular quality time together.
Houston freshman Phoenix Walwyn follows in the footsteps of her father by writing and performing worship music. Kendall Rickett has more.
Inspired by her Billboard charting father, Volligan Walwyn's daughter, Phoenix Walwyn, just released her first gospel song.
All my life since I was little, I've been in music. I think I came out of the womb with a mic. I started very young. My dad, he definitely implemented it into us at a young age, and it was definitely a good environment to grow my skills in my music and my writing, and it was just, he was a very big supporter in that area.
Going through her first semester in college, Walwyn aims to share the reality of faith through her music.
All my songs are basically about just the realness of being a Christian. I think some people just show like the fun side, the sunny side, but there's some cons, not cons, but it's hard. It's a hard walk with God sometimes.
Walwyn's new single, Sorry, is available to stream in Spotify and Apple Music. She's now working on a new album called Authentic Christianity. For Lariat TV News, I'm Kendall Rickett.
Swing Golf Club brings the course indoors with high-tech golf simulators that let you play world-famous courses without leaving Waco. The simulators provide players real-time feedback on every swing, helping improve their game while having fun. The owners say their aim is to bring the community together through golf, regardless of the season or experience level they have.
Just another thing that we could provide Waco to escape the day-to-day and have a good time with friends and family and socialize. And then the way we created this place so that when you step in, you just feel like you've left Waco and you can now enter into Pebble Beach, California and play like you would be there.
Coming up in sports, we talked to students about their thoughts on Coach Aranda.
And preview cross-country, football, and volleyball's upcoming events. Keep it here.
Blessed are the catalysts, sparking invention from the unknown. Strong are the generous, taking up the call to serve the world. Needed are the peacemakers, seeking common ground for the common good. But don't worry, you can still be fierce on game days. The work you do is faith in action, fueled by the light burning inside you. The world needs who you were made to be. Dare to be you, indeed.
Ahead of this week's homecoming matchup against UCF, I was on campus asking students a pressing question. Dave Aranda's Baylor Bears have a conference record of 2-3. After back-to-back losses, both local and national news outlets have suggested that Baylor seek a new hire after the season. The Lariat asked students the question, should Dave Aranda be fired?
Dave Aranda should not be fired right now. I think we should wait until the season ends and then we can proceed from there. But as of right now, he should not be fired.
He has too big of a contract buyout, first of all. And second of all, I think he's been doing a pretty good job. I think he does need to make some changes on the defensive side of the ball with his staff, but I don't know. I think we give him a couple more years.
Under Aranda for 69 games, the Bears have an overall record of 35-34. The last time the Bears won a bowl game and conference championship was back in 2021 when the team went a program best 12-2. That was followed by 2 bowl game losses and 2 seasons with a losing record.
I just don't think that he's optimizing the talent that we have in our team like to its full potential. He's kind of like playing the same people. Well, he has gotten better at that. He is kind of playing the same people regardless of how many mistakes they make.
Although our recruiting is going up, our offense is okay and our defense is definitely not showing up. And I think our goal should be getting back to the Big 12 championship because that's how we get in the college football playoff, and I don't see that happening with Aranda, so we should fire him.
Aranda's future with the team remains up in the air. The Bears are still 2 games away from bowl eligibility and have 2 ranked opponents still on the schedule. For Lariat TV News, I'm Aiden Richmond. Baylor football is looking to bounce back against UCF after a 41-20 loss at number 21 Cincinnati last week. The Bears, now 4-4 overall and 2-3 in Big 12 play, look for a comeback with 4 regular season games remaining. Baylor's offense had a total of 266 yards with 137 passing and 129 rushing against the Bearcats. UCF enters the matchup 4-3 overall and 1-3 in conference play after a dominant 45-13 win over West Virginia before its bye week. Saturday's game marks Baylor's homecoming, a tradition that began in 1909. Recognized as the first collegiate homecoming celebration in the nation, the Bears have won 5 of their last 6 homecoming matches.
Like I was saying, just playing the best that we can, get the best bowl game that we can, because at the end of the day, there's so many guys, so many seniors on this team that have dreams and aspirations of going to the next level. So putting that on tape, having the scouts still take notes, still take watch, and just keep on dominating after that.
Baylor and UCF kick off Saturday at 11 a.m. After a 3-set loss on the road against Iowa State, number 18 volleyball is looking to bounce back versus number 23 Colorado. The Buffaloes are 9-1 in Big 12 play and are one of the top attacking teams in the league, hitting .258 in conference play. The Bears freshman athletes continue to make their mark on the team, with Bailey Warren recording her third double-double of her career against Iowa State with 13 digs and 13 kills. Warren was also awarded Big 12 Rookie of the Week. The Bears have lost their last 3 road matches and are looking to respond aggressively on Friday.
We didn't like the taste in our mouth from our last week of road trip, so this is our first opportunity. We could respond. We responded at home, but now can we respond on the road in similar circumstances against 2 really, really good teams?
Baylor women's basketball is in France this week to take on a top 10 opponent. Claire Marie Scott gives you a sneak peek into what to expect.
Baylor women's basketball is traveling abroad this upcoming week to Paris, France to take on number 7 Duke. This game is part of We Play, a series of women's basketball games held in Paris. This will be the team's first regular season game of the 2025-2026 season.
So on the court, right, we have a big game to open up. Seeing just where everybody is at, seeing how we complement each other against a top 10 team, right, and seeing how we can perform, and just excited to play in the game, right? I think everybody's excited to just go out and compete.
The Blue Devils were eliminated in the 8th round of the 2025 NCAA tournament versus South Carolina. With starting this season against such a competitive team, Coach Nikki Collin is expecting to see how the team's limits are pushed.
Yeah, we need to figure out how tough we are. We're going to find out real quick because I promise you Duke's coming out and they're going to hit first because they play physical, ball pressure, very defensive-minded.
The Bears are using this game to set its mindset ahead into this season and want this game to be one of learning and growth.
This is like a February-March matchup to start the season, so that kind of puts our mindset thinking ahead, but you have to have opportunity to grow and learn before you can get to those stretches in February and March where you want to be winning every single game and getting ready for postseason and NCAA tournament play.
Baylor will tip off 11 a.m. in the Adidas Arena. You can watch the match on ESPN. For Lariat TV News, I'm Claire Marie Scott.
This Friday, the men's and women's cross-country teams will be running in the Big 12 Championship meet at Rimrock Farm in Kansas. Coming off the Arturo Barrios Invitational 8K meet for the men that saw Jack Stearett lead the Bears for the 3rd straight meet with a 24:42.8, and Junior Stratton Miller lower his PR in back-to-back meets down to a 25:05.9. For the women running a 6K, sophomore Ruth Camilli placed 8th overall with a 19:44.1, and then knocking off more than 30 seconds from her previous best. Freshman Rachel Hawes was the Bears' number 2 runner with a 21:38.5.
It's gonna hurt. It's 5 miles long for us, so we just gotta stay mentally focused and work together as a team. And there's nothing really much we can do now. The training's all in the legs, and we just gotta lock in.
That wraps it up for sports this week. Stay tuned for the Lariat's coverage of the homecoming game this weekend. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Aiden. That closes out our newscast this week. Make sure you're keeping up to date by following all Baylor Lariat socials.
We hope to see you next Friday, and until then, have a happy Halloween and homecoming weekend, and as always, sick 'em Bears.